Enemy cruise missile. We are losing. Retake those points. We're losing Alpha.
Hey folks, today you guys are here to watch me do the MK video that I've done. It was partially part of my road to the crossbow thing, crossbow challenge, so I can unlock the crossbow, which I now have, by the way, just in case anybody's curious. The crossbow is here. Have I used it? No, only when I picked it up from other players, but I personally just wanted to unlock it just to say, hey, I have it. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about the MK2 Carbine. It's the weapon I've used for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then additionally I used it when the crossbow came out to unlock the crossbow. Why did I choose to use the MK over the other two? Well, pretty simple. The MK takes 1 shot to kill, while the EBR takes 2, and the MK has a faster follow-up shot than the actual Car 98, which I feel might be a little bit more superior in terms of damage and range. But I have experienced lately a lot, and I mean a lot, of hit markers with upper body shots with the Car 98 that I really haven't experienced before. So I decided to go with the car just because it's easier to get my follow-up shots. I decided not to go with the car because it's easier to get my follow-up shots with the MK2 than it is with the car, because I have to bolt action it, and that takes a little bit longer than lever action in the MK. With that being said, we're going to go into my perks and attachments that I use real quick. I chose to use for my barrel, I chose to use the FSS 20.0 factory. The laser sight is the only one that you can get. The monocle sights, reason being, it's my favorite. The FSS MK stock, the stippled grip, and no perks, no muzzle. Now, the reason why I chose to use the barrel that I chose to use is purely for aesthetics, because no matter which one I use, I seem to still get those frustrating hit markers at every range. I didn't personally see the difference between using the two when it comes to killing a person in the amount of shots, because it either takes 1 or 2 from me unless they stim. So as far as the damage goes, they all feel the same across the board, across all ranges. It's either 1 shot or it's 2, and I'm not sure why I'm getting a lot of hit markers. Maybe I need to change the barrel, but this is the one I felt comfortable using per damage model. Then I went with the laser sight because of the way I played. Right, the TAC laser sight gave me aim down sight speed and aiming stability, aim walk-in steadiness, but I didn't care about the last two. I only cared about the aim down sight speed because I rush. I'm a rusher. I rush. That's what I do. So I need to be able to get my gun in a ready to fire state as soon as possible, and the aim down sight speed really helped with my mobility on that. Yes, it does increase accuracy, but it's a 1-shot weapon. Your accuracy should not matter at all, unless it's human error and then you just suck at aiming. I went with the monocle sights because the monocle sight is actually my favorite sight in the game. If I can find it here, it's actually my favorite sight in the game. I really love the monocle sight on all my weapons that I use, and I don't think I would change it for the world. The reason why I love the monocle sight is pretty simple. I like the way it looks visually. I like the zoom that it gives, even though it doesn't say that it gives zoom. I personally felt like it gives a better side picture, which, as you can tell right there, it increased accuracy. I just love the way it looks, and once again, it's for aesthetics, and I use it on all my weapons that I use sights on. I went with this type of stock for one reason and one reason only. It gave me aim down sight speed, and like I said, I really need to get my weapon in a ready to fire state as soon as possible, especially if I'm always running and gunning. So I went with that stock just for that reason. The grip that I chose to use is also for the same reason. Sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed, those two are very important if you're a rusher, because you need to be in a ready state to fire. If you're not in a ready state to fire, then you're not ready at all. And if you're not ready at all, then what are you doing? You're gonna get killed. Now that I've went through my attachments and all, I'm gonna tell you why I chose to use this weapon over all the other weapons. I kind of already loosely discussed it at the start, but I don't mind telling you guys again because I like to repeat myself for some reason. So I chose to use this one because I felt like it was better for my playstyle. Yes, I do miss some shots here and there, and I need to do my follow-up shots or I just want, it's very satisfying to get one-shot kills. Simply put, it's instant gratification for me. And sure, the EBR is phenomenal, but the MK just feels better when it comes to gratification. Sometimes I prefer gratification over anything else. Plus, the MK does a little bit more damage for some reason than EBR. Oh, right, because it's a one-shot kill, while the EBR is a two-shot kill weapon. 3 at range. With that being said, I want to talk a little bit about the damage numbers. I'm gonna leave my class up here for a little bit, and then I'm gonna swap over to gameplay so you guys can watch the games that I played. A little bit of, it's a montage so you guys can see what I did and what I didn't do, and how I feel about this weapon is simple. There's a lot of inconsistencies that I've noticed in my limited time playing this weapon and getting killed by this weapon. There's a lot of times where I felt like this weapon should have done a one-shot kill, but it didn't. I got a hit marker instead, and I'm not rooting for the other player here, but where they should have got a one-shot kill and they didn't, it became a hit marker, and I either got away or I killed them. So I don't know if they're just, the damage model is off, or the hitbox was off, or the trajectory towards the hitbox was off, or whatever the case may be. I don't know if it's just I was hitting the wrong parts of the body. I was mostly aiming for upper body. Yes, I do aim for lower body sometimes, you know, most of the times when I'm nervous or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, when I noticed the hit markers and I think I should have gotten a kill, is when I was aiming for the upper body. So long story short, I guess you gotta aim for the upper chest. If you aim for anywhere in the center mass and below, you're not gonna get that one-shot kill all the time. You do get it, but not all the time. So you gotta aim for upper chest and up. There is one time though where I was extremely confused. I shot a guy that was behind a head glitch, and he didn't die. And I'm thinking to myself, how could you headshot someone and they not die? But that's neither here or there. This weapon is actually great to use. I already said that the instant gratification is good, and I'm gonna stop talking and let you guys enjoy the gameplay. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
They've reached the halfway point. Get moving. Enemy cruise missile. Securing Bravo. Assist your team at Charlie. No objectives lost. Move in.
Taking fire!
Enemy at the junkyard. Securing A.
Reloading.
Enemy Enemies here. Securing B. Enemy at the forklift. We've got Bravo. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy cluster strike. Take cover. Enemy cruise missile. Enemy UAV overhead. Deployed.
Enemy at the junkyard. Enemy at the junkyard.
Okay, hard points moving.
Enemy at the shanty town. Enemy at the forklift.
Okay, hard points moving.